The Super Bowl is the championship game of the NFL, short for National Football League, which takes place in the United States, which football fans and people gather to watch two football teams compete, making it the most watched television event in America, and it's also the event that sells the most chicken wings. But beyond being one of the biggest events in the US, the Super Bowl is also famous for its halftime show, which usually lasts around 12 to 13 minutes, where an artist performs a medley of their hits, and some of those artists who have previously performed at the Super Bowl halftime show include Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Coldplay, Rihanna, and more. And with the recent rumors of Miley Cyrus possibly being the next performer, you can say it's what sparked the idea to create this video about which performers I think should do the Super Bowl next. So I went ahead and looked back at some of the performers to see how many songs most of these artists have performed. And when I looked at Usher's 2014 Super Bowl performance, his setlist had about 14 songs, which also includes If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys and Turn Down For What by DJ Snake and Lil Jon. Of course, when they do these performances, it's usually like 50 seconds of a song, maybe just a bridge or just a few verses, and then they go to the next song. Also, another thing about his performance, his was 15 minutes long, and I'm guessing as of his performance, maybe now in the future an artist will not have 15 minutes to perform on stage, or maybe it will go back to 13 to 12 minutes. I looked at Lady Gaga's performance and she performed 8 songs. Beyonce had performed 9 songs, Rihanna had performed 12, and then there's Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, which together it combined about 15 songs. This is how I'm gonna do it. I have 3 artists I'm gonna talk about specifically that I have a track list already planned for them, and I'm just gonna walk you through how I think it would have worked out. I'm just gonna put about like 12 songs, maybe 14 if it is gonna be 15 minutes. So since Miley Cyrus was the one that sparked the idea to do this video, I'm gonna go ahead and start with her because I do think that she should definitely be on that stage. She has the hits for it. She's like, there's so many ideas you can do with her set list. So the first song is Best of Both Worlds by Hannah Montana. She needs to bring back Hannah Montana because I mean that's where it all started, at least for this performance. Even if it's just for one song, I think the Best of Both Worlds is the best way to start this. Then it's gonna transition to See You Again, or she'll sing 7 Things as well. Maybe it'll be like a little snippet of one of the 2 songs and then she'll just sing maybe the bridge of one or something, you know, just kind of shortening it and just going towards that. And then there's of course Party in the USA, which is on theme since this is an American event. And then we get The Climb transitioning to Can't Be Tamed. And then I don't know if she will give us Can't Be Tamed, but I hope she at least gives us that. And then she'll do like We Can't Stop. And then Wrecking Ball, of course. This is when I think she will have her first guest, which will be Mark Ronson, you know, with Nothing Breaks Like a Heart. Maybe she'll do an outfit change or something. And then we'll go into like Malibu. I put Mother's Daughter. I don't really know if she would add, but I went ahead and added that. Maybe that could be like a bit of an introduction, 10-second introduction, and then it will go to Midnight Sky, and then she will have her second guest, Stevie Nicks. Since she did sample, what was it, The Edge of 17 on that song, maybe she'll also sing part of her song because they did like a mashup, right? So it would make sense. And then she would end it with Flowers. So I just tried to make sure I add a bit of, you know, me, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, The Climb, Can't Be Tamed, Bangers, all those albums. I made sure to at least add something, because at most maybe like 50 seconds or 40 seconds of some of these songs. It's very hard to put 15 minutes together, but I hope they do give her 15 minutes. But if they do not, then I would take off Mother's Daughter and We Can't Stop or Can't Be Tamed. I don't know if she would put that. I feel like she would just go from The Climb to Wrecking Ball. But here's the thing. You know how I said that after Party in the USA she would perform The Climb? I just feel like she will either end her whole performance with The Climb, because it's like a, you know, there's always gonna be another. It just makes sense for her to end it with that song as well, because of all the obstacles that she has just gone through throughout her career, and it just makes sense just to put that, just like, wow, I'm on this stage too. And then you know how she has Ashley O? I think it would be cool if she would to bring out Ashley O from her character for, what was that show, Black Mirror. I think that would be cool. Like maybe if it's 15 minutes long, maybe she will, but I'm not really sure. I don't think she will, but I can only hope that maybe she would do that. A song that she maybe would sing is Used to Be Young. She might even end it that way, but I think Flowers, she would end it with Flowers or The Climb. I think it just makes more sense. So there's my track list. That's what I think. Just for me talking about it right now, I'm so excited because all the ideas that could come out from this. Next I have Taylor Swift. She has so many hits as well. Again, the ideas, I mean, we've seen what she has brought with the Eras tour. Like I said, very hard. I gave her 14 songs, so we'll see how it goes. I will tell you at the end like which ones I would remove to make it like 12. Okay, so in the beginning, she's gonna start with Our Song, or if not, she's gonna sing a little snippet of Tim McGraw. Maybe she'll sing like the verses in one, and then she'll sing the chorus on the other song, and then transition to the next song. So I put for the introduction, if she does sing Our Song, it will be, you'll hear like a little snippet or introduction to You Belong With Me, which we're going into Fearless. We're not together, but like I hope we could be together. That's how I'm adding the story. And then she will sing Love Story. So we're together, Love Story. There we go. She'll sing a little bit of that, and then she'll go to Speak Now, which will be mine. And I'm hoping that she would add Enchanted, at least one of those two, because you know how Enchanted did have a viral moment on TikTok? She would maybe add that. Maybe she even adds just the bridge. To me, you know, like when it slows down like that. And then you'll hear like, please don't be in love. You kind of hear that playing, and then there'll be like snippets of another song, which will be We Are Never Getting Back Together. And then she sings I Knew You Were Trouble. You're gonna hear snippets of like Shake It Off. Or maybe she'll sing it, but I feel like because it's such a like 15-minute long performance, we get into Style. And then Bad Blood comes out featuring Kendrick Lamar, and there's her first guest right there, or her second guest, unless she has like a first guest towards the beginning. I think she'll sing like the chorus at this point, and then he'll come on and he'll perform his part, and while he's on stage, while he's on Spotlight, change outfits right away. And now we're leaving 1989 and we're gonna go into Reputation, and we're gonna hear little snippets of Look What You Made Me Do, and then Are You Ready For It? And then boom, next song, Dedicated. Or maybe she'll sing a little bit of Look What You Made Me Do and then Dedicated, and then she'll switch to the other song. We're going into Lover, right? So I think it will be You Need to Calm Down, rainbowy, colorful, transition to give us a little bit of Cruel Summer. And after that, we're gonna start to slow things down again, and we're gonna get Cardigan and Willow. She'll probably either sing it on a piano or guitar. Maybe she'll have a guest around here again, just so she can switch, maybe change outfits or something, or maybe she'll already have something and she'll just change right away. And then we're gonna go right into Anti-Hero, you know, for Midnights. To end it, there will be Fortnite featuring Post Malone. There's another guest that I think would come up on stage, possibly. And then after that, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. If it's gonna be 12 songs, I would take off I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, so that would be 13. And then I would take off, oh my god, I would probably take off Mine, yeah, and just put Enchanted. Like, let's do the bridge and then go straight into the introduction, We Are Never Getting Back Together. Maybe she'll give us a deep cut, because it reminds me of, like, you know when like Lady Gaga did hers, like when she jumped off the roof and she was coming down, there was like a little snippet of Dancing in the Dark, unless I heard wrong, but you can correct me in the comments out there. The third one will be Ariana Grande. She's another one that I do think, even before we found out that Usher was gonna do the Super Bowl, that Ariana was in talks to do the Super Bowl next. And then there was Miley and of course Taylor Swift. They're the ones that I seen talked about the most when the rumors start that who's gonna be the next performer. I started with The Way, and then she's gonna go straight into Problem, and then Break Free will come out, and then Zed will possibly maybe be a guest right there. We'll see him DJ. He'll do like Clarity or something, and she'll switch to like a different outfit, and then that's when you hear an introduction will be Into You, and then we'll go into Dangerous Woman. She'll sing a little bit of that, and then we'll go to Side, and then she'll have her other guest, which will be Nicki Minaj. Maybe Nicki will perform one of her songs as well. Ariana's getting ready to perform for the next songs, and then that's when she's gonna sing Just Keep Breathing and Breathe. You know, she'll sing the chorus of Breathin'. We'll get into No Tears Left to Cry, and then we're gonna put Save Your Tears, you know, with The Weeknd. So there's her other guest. And the reason why I put Save Your Tears, because I think Save Your Tears is the longest charting song of their, you know, all the collaborations they've done. As that's happening, Ariana's gonna get ready to sing Thank You Next. We're gonna hear a Seven Rings introduction, and then after that she's gonna go straight into Positions. So she's gonna be singing maybe the chorus of that. Then we'll hear like a small introduction to her next album. So we'll hear like a little bit of Yes and then we'll go to the final song of the performance, which will be We Can Be Friends, Wait For Your Love. I think that's probably one of the best songs to end this. If she's gonna add maybe another song or so, I can see her adding God Is a Woman, and then The Boy Is Mine. Those are two songs I can see her adding. And maybe instead said she'll perform the remix version of The Boy Is Mine and have Brandy and Monica on stage with her. But anyways, like I said, this is my track list. This is what I think she will perform. And now I want to get into the honorable mentions. Other artists that I think could do it in the future as well. So my list was Dua Lipa. I think after another album or two, I can see her being on stage. And then BTS, they will be perfect on that stage. So BTS for sure. Olivia Rodrigo, who I think needs to release at least 2 more albums, and I can see her being on that stage as well. Though now looking at the set list, I would like to make some changes, like Taylor having Ed Sheeran as a guest and them singing Everything Has Changed. And Ariana, I don't think she will have Zedd as a guest. I think it's a bit random now that I'm thinking about it. I think there's more of a chance that she'll have Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat to perform 34 plus 35 remix. I don't know, but I will say that the songs that I picked are the ones that I do predict that they will perform. So who would you like to see perform next at the Super Bowl? And if I did mention any of your favorite artists, meaning like the first 3 that I talked about that had a whole track list that I made, what were your thoughts on that? Any changes that you would like to make? You could share down below in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.